Random, how's it going? Today I'm going to be reviewing Gotham Central, written by Ed Brubaker, Greg Rucka, and art by Michael Lark. If you have not read this, you are in for a treat. This thing is awesome. I love Gotham Central, and I've only actually read the first volume, but even after that, I was like, wow, this is really good. If you've seen the TV show Gotham, it's a lot like this, only I think this is better. If you ever saw Gotham and you think, man, this has so much potential, how could they, do more with this? This really takes it to the next level. I love Gotham Central. It was written a while back ago. I believe it was around 2003 when Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker was actually starting to come into their own. This is great stuff. What you're going to get here is it basically follows the story of the day and night shift. Some of the stories are split in between, where you get a set of stories, an arc that is written from the day shift's point of view, and then you get another set of stories that is written from the night shift's point of view. It is great stuff, and it introduces actually one of my favorite characters into the DC universe, Renee Montoya. And basically what happens is at the beginning of the shift, you have this guy named Marcus Driver who he is with his partner, and he is investigating this tip that he's got. And what happens is that his partner at the scene of that crime gets murdered by one of Batman's villains. I'm not going to tell you who it is that does the killing, but I will say that if you've ever been interested in how the Gotham Central PD actually focuses in on Batman and how they feel about Batman and that do they like Batman, this explores that. This explores that idea of that, hey, not everybody in Gotham actually likes this guy, especially the police department, because he makes the police department look completely inept. And that really follows around the character of Marcus. He's the one that really feels that way, that he does not like Batman. He hates him. He thinks that they make him look bad. And it follows him around in how his pride, and he's like, look, I'm going to beat this case. I'm going to find out who killed I'm going to find this guy that killed my partner, and I'm going to go around and I'm going to beat Batman to the punch of this. Really great premise, really interesting story. If you have not read it, I think you will love it. That's only the day shift, though. The night shift focuses on another character called Renee Montoya. Renee Montoya is awesome. Renee Montoya is outed as something in this series. I'm not going to give away what she's outed as, but I will say that something about her is deeply exposed, and now she's going around trying to figure out, hey, who let the cat out of the bag? Who let this secret that I have out? And basically who it is, I'm not going to give that away as well, has a history with the character, and it is explored through all these police procedurals and police investigations, everything. It's so fascinating. It's so great. And Michael Lark, wow, the guy can draw. The guy is just awesome. From panel to panel, such fluidity. It's just beautifully done. It's fantastic stuff, and I loved every second of this. If you have ever been curious how Gotham Police Department handles the situations with Batman, it's very police procedural. I'm going to warn you right now, if you were expecting coming into this thinking, man, I really want to see Batman in this. Where's Batman? You're not going to get that. He's mostly cameos in here, and he does appear a few seconds, here and there to help end the story, to close out some of the bigger villains that show up later on. But for the most part, it is an exploration of characters. If I had to compare it to something, I would say think The Shield meets The Shield and The Wire meets Gotham and Batman's villains. That's kind of the mashup of this. It's so good. It's such a great read, and I really do recommend you check this out if you have not. If you are a fan of really cool characters and exploration, I really do recommend this. However, I will say one thing. Do not read the back of these trades. Do not read them because they give away so much. Basically, the entire plot of what goes on in the book is in the back of this thing. For example, for the story with Renee Montoya, it reveals who the big villain is in her story. And I'm going, well, throughout the whole synopsis, you gave away who the other villains are, so there's only one left that you listed off. So I'm like, oh, well, it's obviously this character. So I'm like, oh, come on. You could have had such a great reveal if you didn't give that away in the back of the book. So don't read it. I'm warning you right now. But if you like this video and some other videos, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I highly recommend you check this series out if you do enjoy Gotham and Batman and everything like that. So comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Bye.